Ken Whiting here, coming to you with my picks for the top 3 kayaks of 2025. These picks come as the result of me testing and reviewing almost 100 kayaks over the past 4 years. And you can find the full reviews on this channel, on my Paddle TV channel. What I've learned, having reviewed and tested so many kayaks, is that there's a lot of good kayaks out there. And there are some crappy ones too. But when coming up with the top 3, I quickly realized that it really depends on the type of kayaking you're interested in. And so what I've done is, for this video, is I've created my top 3 picks for a few different categories. Something to know is that I've only considered the kayaks that I've actually tested for this top 3 list. I'm sure there's a couple of kayaks out there that deserve to be in the top 3. If you know of one, please leave a comment down below, share that with me. Tell me what boat I really need to test and review at some point down the road. But it doesn't change the fact that these kayaks that I have included in the top 3 are great kayaks, and they are deserving of special recognition. And so let's dive right into it. Let's start with the top 3 beginner kayaks. And these are the kayaks that are prioritizing stability and affordability. Now, it doesn't mean beginner kayaks can only be the most affordable and stable kayaks, but that's what a lot of people are looking for. First up, we have the Bonafide EX123, which is a recreational sit-inside kayak. It retails for $1,100 US. It's 12 feet 3 inches long, 29.5 inches wide. It weighs 67 pounds or 30 kilos. And has a capacity of 375 pounds or 170 kilos. Now, the reason this kayak gets top honor is because it has a bunch of great features for the price, including a frame seat and lots of storage options. It also happens to be one of the most stable kayaks I've ever sat in. I literally tried to flip the kayak by leaning out as far to the side as I could, and the kayak stayed upright. The second top beginner kayak, and these aren't in any particular order, is the Sea Eagle 330 inflatable kayak. The 330 starts at $330 US, and it comes with a paddle and a pump. It's 11 feet 1 inch long, it's 34 inches wide, it weighs 26 pounds or 12 kilos, and it has a max capacity of 500 pounds or 227 kilos. What sets this inflatable kayak apart from others is how affordable and versatile it is. $330 with a paddle and pump is pretty amazing. It's also designed to be used as either a single or a tandem kayak because it can take up to 500 pounds of weight. The 330 is a great way for people to affordably try kayaking without the need to figure out how to transport a kayak or store a kayak because it folds down into such a small and light package. Next up, we've got the native Falcon 11, which is a recreational sit-on-top kayak. It retails for $1,000 US. It's 11 feet long. It's 32.5 inches wide. It weighs 60 pounds or 27 kilos and has a capacity of 325 pounds or 147 kilos. What I love about the Falcon 11 is the value you get. There aren't many sit-on-top kayaks around the $1,000 mark that are this comfortable and user-friendly. My favorite part is the frame seat that can be used in either a high or low position, and it also has lots of great storage and a wheel in the stern to make it easier for a single person to move around. Now, here are my picks for the top 3 touring kayaks. And touring kayaks are kayaks that are designed to be able to travel far and quickly, but still have reasonable stability. They can also handle rough water, but are equally as fun to paddle in calm water. First up, we've got the Delta 15.5 GT, which is a thermoform touring kayak. It has a retail price of $2,300 US. It's 15 feet 6 inches long, 24 inches wide. It weighs 49 pounds or 22 kilos. And it has a capacity of 360 pounds or 160 kilos. What makes the Delta 15.5 GT great is that it's a very light touring kayak, and that's because it's made by thermoforming. But the greatness of the 15.5 goes beyond its weight. It has a very comfortable seat with leg support. and has a ton of storage space for multi-day trips. This is a boat that any level of kayaker would enjoy to paddle and to look at. The next top touring kayak is the P&H Virgo, which is a rotomolded touring kayak. It retails for $2,100 US. It comes in 3 sizes, but the middle size is 14 feet 5 inches long, 23 inches wide. It weighs 56 pounds or 24 kilos, and it has a max paddler weight of 220 pounds or 100 kilos. What's great about the P&H Virgo is that it comes in 3 sizes to accommodate paddlers of different sizes. But more importantly, it's one of the most fun touring kayaks or sea kayaks that I've ever paddled. Its V-hull cuts through the water beautifully, but when you put the Virgo on edge, its hard chines let you carve awesome turns in flat water or in waves. It also benefits from P&H's comfortable outfitting and great build quality. Now the last of the top touring kayaks is the Melker Roada, which is a composite touring kayak. It's 14.5 feet long, it's 24.5 inches wide, it weighs 44 or 51 pounds depending on the build, and the max paddler weight is 260 pounds or 120 kilos. What sets the Roada apart from other kayaks is that it's made sustainably with plant-based resin and gel coat and natural and renewable materials like cork and flax. This makes it environmentally friendly, but also one of the most visually stunning kayaks ever. But it goes beyond looks. It also performs really well, providing a great balance of speed, maneuverability, and stability, so that paddlers of any skill level can not only enjoy the boat, but thrive in it in calm and rough conditions. Now here are my picks for the top 3 inflatable kayaks. And inflatable kayaks have really come a long way over the past 10 years. There used to be very few choices. Now there's a lot of choices. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes because more and more people don't want to have to figure out how to transport a full-size kayak around or how to store a full-size kayak. So first up, we've got the Hobie ITRE 9, which is an inflatable pedal kayak. It retails for $2,500 US. It's 9 feet 5 inches long, 40 inches wide. It's 37 pounds or 16 kilos, and it has a capacity of 350 pounds or 155 kilos. The ITRE is unique because it's an inflatable pedal kayak, and you don't see those two things together very often. What makes it special is how maneuverable and fun the kayak is. In fact, it's the most maneuverable kayak I've ever tried. It feels more like a little rally boat at times. It's also surprisingly light at less than 40 pounds, including the pedal drive system. But like all pedal-driven kayaks, it's not cheap. The next top inflatable kayak is the Star Raven Pro, which is an inflatable designed for river kayaking. It retails for $1,100 US. It's 9 feet 10 inches long. It's 38 inches wide. It's 39 pounds or 17.5 kilos, and it has a capacity of 275 pounds or 125 kilos. What I love about the Star Raven Pro is that it's an inflatable kayak that can handle serious whitewater. Not only is the boat durable and designed to pop over waves, but it comes with solid foot braces and thigh hooks for maximum control. It also comes with NRS's 3-year warranty. I think of the Raven as the 4-wheel drive of inflatable kayaks. And the third top inflatable kayak is the Isisle 393 Razer Lite, which is a drop-stitched, performance-minded inflatable kayak. It retails for $1,000 and comes with a paddle and a pump. It's 12 feet 10 inches long. It's 28 inches wide. It weighs 35 pounds or 16 kilos, and it has a capacity of 500 pounds or 230 kilos. Now the Isisle 393 RL is different than most inflatable kayaks because it prioritizes performance over stability. And so if you're happy to give up a little stability to get an inflatable kayak that cuts through the water like a hardshell kayak and can cover some big distances, the 393 Razer Lite might be the right boat for you. Now let's look at the top 3 recreational kayaks. These are kayaks designed for calm water that are comfortable, fun to paddle, stable, and versatile. First up, we've got the Hurricane Prima 125 Sport, which is a recreational sit-inside kayak. It has a retail price of $1,500 US. It's 12 feet 5 inches long. It's 29 inches wide. It weighs 40 pounds or 18 kilos and has a capacity of 375 pounds or 170 kilos. The reason the Prima 125 makes the cut and the reason I gave it a Paddle TV award in 2024 is because at 40 pounds, it's light compared to other kayaks in its class. On top of that, it's stable enough for anyone to enjoy, but it's also extremely fast and fun to paddle. And those two things don't go together very often. Now, the next recreational kayak that cracks the top three is the Isisle Switch Pro, which is a kayak SUP hybrid. It retails for $1,300 US. It's 11 feet 6 inches long. It's 35.5 inches wide. It weighs only 23 pounds or 10 kilos. And it has a capacity of 475 pounds or 215 kilos. Now, the cool thing about the Switch Pro is that it's a SUP kayak hybrid, meaning you can use it as a SUP or as a kayak because it comes with a kayak seat, a foot brace, and a paddle that converts into a SUP or kayak paddle. This is another product that I gave a Paddle TV award to, not because it's the best SUP or the best kayak, but because it does both well, which makes it really versatile. It's also really lightweight. Now, the third recreational kayak that cracks the top three is the Seaeagle Easy Lite 10, which is an inflatable drop-stitched kayak. It retails for $900 and it comes with a paddle, pump, and a few other accessories. It's 10 feet long. It's 32 inches wide. It weighs 28 pounds or 12 kilos, and it has a capacity of 325 pounds or 147 kilos. The Easy Lite 10 is the latest design from Seaeagle, and it's special for a few reasons. For one, the value is amazing. You get a high-performing inflatable kayak with paddle and pump for $900. It's also light and made with drop-stitch construction to give it a rigid feel, more like a hard-shell kayak. But what makes it really unique is the V-shaped hull, which lets the kayak stay on track and paddle better than any other 10-foot inflatable kayak. Next up, we've got the top three sea kayaks of 2025. And sea kayaks are kayaks that are designed to be fast and to be able to handle the rough conditions of open water. Now, there's a gray line between touring kayaks and sea kayaks. A lot of overlap there, but sea kayaks tend to be longer, faster, and they tend to handle rough water better. First up, we've got the PHX Scorpio, which is a sea kayak that can do it all. It retails for $2,600 US. It's 17 feet 7 inches long. It's 24 inches wide. It weighs 68 pounds or 31 kilos, and it has a max paddler weight of 300 pounds or 135 kilos. Now, I think of the Scorpio as the SUV of sea kayaks. It's an all-round, very versatile sea kayak. It's fast but maneuverable, and it has lots of storage for multi-day trips without feeling like a cargo hauler. It's a plastic rotomolded kayak, which means it's ultra durable, and it also comes in 3 sizes to accommodate paddlers of different sizes. Second, we've got the Melker Roada, which is an all-round, sustainably built sea kayak. It's 16 feet 7 inches long. It's 21.25 inches wide. It weighs 54 pounds or 24 kilos, and it has a max paddler weight of 230 pounds, 104 kilos. Now, the Roada is hands down one of the most beautiful kayaks you'll ever see. And like the Melker Varmdo that I talked about earlier, what sets it apart from the other kayaks is that it's made sustainably with plant-based resin and gel coat and natural renewable materials like cork and flax. Performance-wise, the Roada is an all-round sea kayak that cruises through the flat water and handles rough water like a champ. It's also available in 2 sizes. The third of the top 3 sea kayaks is the PFD Bolan 160. It's an all-round carbon Kevlar sea kayak. It retails for $4,500 US. It's 16 feet long. It's 23 inches wide. It weighs 42 to 58 pounds, depending on the layup, and it has a max paddler weight of 265 pounds, or 120 kilos. Now, the PFD Bolan 160 is a stunning composite kayak which can be fully customized. You can choose everything from the specific colors that you want to the layup, from a heavy-duty layup for exploration to ultra lightweight for cruising. It comes in 3 sizes, with the Bolan 160 being in the middle. All of them are on the shorter side for sea kayaks, which makes them more playful in rough conditions, while still having plenty of capacity for multi-day trips. The next category we're looking at is top 3 travel kayaks, and these are portable kayaks that you can take on your travels. First up, we've got the Kayak Blue Fin 142, which is a modular hardshell portable touring kayak. It retails for $2,000 US. It's 14 feet 2 inches long. It's 24 inches wide. It weighs 52 pounds or 23 kilos, and it has a capacity of 300 pounds or 136 kilos. What I love about the Kayak is that it's a 14-foot hardshell touring kayak that fits in a bag that you can fly with. Since it's hardshell, it's durable enough to handle airport travel and to handle rough paddling conditions. It's really quick to assemble and disassemble, and equally quick cutting through the water. It's also stable, which makes it a great option for beginner to expert paddlers. The next boat is the Track Kayak 2.0, which is a skin-on-frame sea kayak. It's 16 feet long, it's 22.5 inches wide, it weighs 42 pounds or 19 kilos, and it has a capacity of 450 pounds or 204 kilos. Now, there are lots of things that make the Track special and support their claim for being the ultimate touring kayak. For one, it's a 16-foot sea kayak that fits into a golf bag and weighs only 42 pounds. That's cool on its own, but I love the fact that it performs like a hardshell kayak. In fact, it performs like many different hardshell sea kayaks because you can adjust the rocker of the kayak to make it straight and fast or rockered and highly maneuverable. It's the world's only transforming portable kayak, and I've loved it for 20 years. Now, the last category that we're going to look at isn't really a category. These are kayaks that didn't fit in any category. First up, we've got the Swell Watercraft Scupper 14, which is a high-performance sit-on-top kayak. It retails for $1,500. It's 14 feet 1 inch long. It's 25.5 inches wide. It weighs 66 pounds or 30 kilos, and it has a capacity of 375 pounds or 170 kilos. Now, the reason I'm mentioning the Scupper 14 is because it really is in a class of its own. It's a sit-on-top kayak that's actually fast and fun to paddle. And they do this by making the boat narrower than most sit-on-tops and using one-way scupper plugs to drain the water so that you can sit lower in the boat. Now, you can watch my full review for a better explanation of what this actually means, but the result is a fun, fast, and comparatively affordable performance-driven sit-on-top kayak. Second, we've got the Hurricane Osprey 120, which is a thermoformed sit-on-top kayak. The Osprey retails for $1,500 US. It's 12 feet 2 inches long. It's 31.5 inches wide. It weighs 47 pounds or 21 kilos, and it has a capacity of 325 pounds or 147 kilos. The Hurricane Osprey deserves special mention because it's 2 things that most sit-on-top kayaks aren't. It's relatively light at under 50 pounds, and it cuts through the water surprisingly well for a 12-foot sit-on-top kayak. This isn't normal because most sit-on-top kayaks focus so much on stability that there's a major loss of paddling performance. But the Osprey provides a great combination of the two. Now, the last boat in the random class is the NRS Neutron all-round pack raft. It has a retail price of $1,200 US. It's 8 feet long. It's 39.5 inches wide. It weighs 12 pounds or 5.5 kilos. And it has a capacity of 400 pounds or 180 kilos. I tried pack rafting for the first time last year, and I took the NRS Neutron on a 3-day backcountry trip and was surprised by how much fun I had. What makes the NRS Neutron so great is that it's a durable, all-round, lightweight pack raft that can handle up to Class 3 whitewater. And compared to other pack rafts on the market, it's very affordable. Well, that's all I've got. Those are all my top 3 picks. As I mentioned at the beginning, these were selections based on the almost 100 kayaks that I've tested and reviewed over the past 4 years. You can see full in-depth reviews of all the kayaks I've mentioned on this channel, Paddle TV. But once again, I do know that there are some kayaks that probably deserve to be in this list that I haven't tested and therefore weren't included. And so leave a comment down below. Let me know what those kayaks are. And even better yet, send those companies an email and tell them that I should test that kayak, and so I can consider them for the next top 3 video that I do. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Paddle TV if you haven't already. Subscribe to my new channel, Ken Whiting Adventures, even though there's only 3 videos up right now. Got a lot more videos and adventures coming this summer. Stay tuned for more paddling tips, gear reviews, and paddling adventures.